I just want to welcome everyone to the 2025 Employee Benefits Summit. There's a lot of familiar faces and then there's a lot of new faces. So just want to welcome everyone. If this is your first time to Marcus Evans events, just welcome to the Employee Benefits here in Ritz-Carlton. I'm just going to take a few minutes to kind of run down what the next 2 days are going to look like for you. Talk about the one-on-one meetings, talk about some of the sessions that are going to be coming up, and some of the importances and best practices, especially if this is your first time. So at 10:15, we'll have the one-on-one meetings that will be taking place. Right after this, it will be down the hallway, down that ramp. If you haven't seen it, you can ask me or ask someone afterwards, but you'll have all assigned tables. For that, sit on the back side of the table because the delegates will walk in, so they're coming towards you instead of your back to them, is always a recommendation. Take these meetings very serious. These executives are extremely difficult to get in front of. They got a million things on their plate. They are extremely busy. They're here to meet with you guys, meet with the presentations, and go through these opportunities. We, just as a point of reference, so we have been building out a brand new division for Marcus Evans. It's called our Delegate Relationship Management Team. Hannah, who is running the employee benefits side, is here. And it's more of a white glove service for the corporate executives. So what we have been doing is when we go live with the meeting scheduler, we're having conversations with each one of these executives to really walk them through your profiles, understanding who each and every one of you are, and making sure that they're really solidifying those first, second declines. The other thing that we're doing, which we always know is the key part to these meetings, are the follow-up requests. Getting that next step, getting that next meeting. We believe that emails follow-ups is flawed, and we share this with them. And we say, look, be complete transparent with these solution providers. They're here. You're not going to hurt any feelings. If there's opportunity, emails is not going to get it done. Set up a Zoom call, whether it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks out, whatever your schedule. So they're expecting that. So you can ask for that. Ask for the next steps. That is the most important part of really getting these follow-ups and these meetings. So if you're taking on those 10 to 12 meetings, you go through your A's, your B's, your C lists, and you have a couple on the A's, and we come to you and say, which ones do you have actually scheduled? Those A meetings that if you don't have them scheduled, you will be chasing them. It's just a fact. Not that they're blowing you off, but once they leave here, they're going to get pulled in a million directions. I've been with Marcus Evans for 11 years. I oversee our healthcare division. I work on this program and a few other programs. And it's just this historic thing that if you don't get the things set up here on site, post-program, it just takes longer to get that next step set up. So just really focus on that. A couple of the badge colors. So you guys will have all orange badges. The magenta badges will be the delegate speakers, so they're the ones that are going to be presenting, giving presentations, and then the blue badges are the delegate executives. Okay. During the lunches, the dinners, the cocktail receptions, and so forth, so if you go into the lunchroom and you see a table full of orange badges, if it was me, I would recommend not sitting there. You're here to network and meet with the magenta and blue badges. So I would go and find a table that's more full of those. And if you're here with multiple people from your organization, divide and conquer. The more that you get to network and talk with, the better you are. I've had clients that came here last year, and they didn't close any business from their one-on-one meetings, but they've closed business from the people that they met at lunch or at networking, and it became a fantastic client. That happens all the time. So the one-on-ones are teed up to drive business, but sometimes the meeting that's going to be the most fruitful are the ones that are outside of those meetings. So you just never know. So really utilize that. The other thing I would recommend, and it seems like you guys, a lot of you are, is sit in on as many of your presentations as you can, because you're going to be meeting with a lot of these executives, especially if you look and you see they have a presentation. sit in on that presentation. They're going to give you so much more information about who they are, their organization, that we can't even capture when they're speaking on behalf of themselves. So you'll be able to bring that into that relationship, bring that into the meeting, and really highlight some of the topics that they talked about and make it relevant for them. Tonight we will have the Western theme. It's going to be out in the pavilion. So you just go outside of the back of the hotel, and it's only a 1-minute walk. It might feel like a half hour, but it's literally only a 1-minute walk right down the hill, and then it's all indoors. They have a fireplace and so forth, so it should be good. I was here 2 weeks ago for one of our healthcare events. We did a Western theme, and it was fantastic. It was really well received. We have a casino night, so it'll be with funny money and so forth, but there are prizes to the one that has the most chips at the end. It's going to be like an Apple Home product, and then like the Apple earbuds will be given away for the one that the two top that has the chips at the end. And then the evaluation forms. You should have had a paper copy of the evaluation forms, and then also in the app there's evaluation forms. So we always want to continuously improve these programs. This program is only hosted once a year. It's probably one of only 2 summits that I can think of, industries that we work in, that is only hosted once a year. And really it's only because it's dedicated and dictated by the buy cycles of this audience. February is their time. We've hosted this in September, and it just never pans out. They've already made their decisions. So we've been hosting this in February once a year for the past, been in the space 18, 19, 20 years now, with the employee benefits space. And with that, as you can see, in the one-on-one rooms, we have 22 companies here. We could easily double this to 40 companies. We have a massive wait list of organizations that want to get in to this program. We don't do that because it's going to diminish ultimately the program itself, the one-on-one meetings. So that's not our business model. At any one of our programs, you're going to see we have 20 to 25 solution providers max. But with that, it also causes opportunities for you guys to get in on next year. So if you're not already secured for next year, which a lot of you are, I already know that. But if you're not, we will be asking if you want to move forward for next year. If it's something that you don't, just let us know as soon as possible, because we do have that wait list. So we're post-program, we're going to just see, okay, 20 companies are going to continue working with us, and okay, we have 2 spots available. We're going to go to that wait list and just let them know. So if it is something that you are interested in, we would just need to know here on site if you want to come back next year. We do also have other programs that might be of interest, like we have a healthcare HR. It's specifically geared towards hospitals and health systems. That one's hosted twice a year. That's in May and then October. There's a talent management summit. So there's multiple industries that we're in that are hosted multiple times a year. So there could be some other industries or sectors that you would be interested in as well. Outside of that, I think that's all that I have. Again, during these one-on-one meetings, really try to set that appointment. One thing I didn't mention with the DRM team, we will now be debriefing with each one of these executives that you met with about 3 to 4 weeks post-program, and we're going to capture a lot of information on what they thought of each one of their meetings. So whoever you're working with on the solution provider side, you should be expecting to have a follow-up call with them in a couple weeks to really go through those debrief notes. So, hey, here are your 10 meetings, this person said this is what they were thinking. This person, they said they passed it off internally, whatever it might be. So expect to have that debrief conversation in the next couple weeks with that. Outside of that, let's have a great meeting. Meetings will start at 10:15, and then there'll be another set of meetings later this afternoon following lunch and a few sessions. Great. Excellent. Thank you, guys.